So let's hear the remarks from our judges. Arun, what about the exterior landscape form and character?
See, I could see very little of the landscape. Whatever landscape is there, it's on the podium.
Okay.
And this is not a house that is commonly done in our country. It looks like a cabin probably imported from somewhere, from the western side of the world. They have these kinds of houses and it's done in pine wood, which is not common to us. Means we don't use pine wood so much because it cannot take the humidity in our climate.
Okay.
And it looks neat. It's like a cabin. So whatever we expect in a wooden cabin or something, we can expect here. It's located on a podium of RCC framework because it's near the river. On a note that probably the river floods during seasons, they might have been a little cautious about the wood structure and they raised it to a higher level. So that's what I answered. The landscape on the top part is very minimal. They don't have so much of landscape. They have kind of potted plants. And I could see even one tree kind of plant that was in a big pot. So I don't think that will grow for a long time. So they'll again have to get rid of that into the ground. So it looks neat.
And Anna?
The whole house looks like a log house that you see in the foreign countries. The house is elevated by one level. Okay? So you're at the level of the treetops. Okay. So somehow you feel there's more greenery just outside the building. But and I see a lot of pillars. I don't know if that many were required and they have not used it. That doesn't look good at all when you're looking at the whole. If they had reduced the number of pillars, or they could have used it for water storage or something, because that's wasted space, they can't do. Then the house is unique. I see a green and white parapet wall all around it. That could have been avoided, or they could have just painted it in another color and all that. Exterior, I find the whole thing monotonous. The roof is the same color, the walls are the same color, the windows are the same color, the floor, everything. I'm looking for some sort of difference or some sort of accent. I'm not finding it. That uniqueness is there. We don't find anything. So that's very interesting.
Okay. Now coming to the interior.
Interiors,
kitchen.
it is largely wood. It's a wooden house, so you can't expect anything more. Even the flooring is wood, the walls are wood, the partitions are wood, everything is wood. So it's a typical cabin, so I am not expecting any color. Okay. That's what I have to say. Then the furnitures are very simple. They are all brought in kind of furniture, and it's again cane and of that sort, very lightweight. Generally continued throughout. The ceiling is also again wood. Lighting is not done so greatly. It's not having any significant quality to the overall lighting. Okay. We see a couple of switch boxes and wires kind of outside. Doing a wood house is an advantage where you can take the wires through inside, because the walls are not solid. You can always do that. They should have thought about that when they have this in mind.
The furniture, they've tried to bring in that wood theme. They've tried to create a barrel, a table out of a barrel and some seats out of it. But again, it's wood on wood, so it doesn't stand out. The light fixtures, they're trying to bring it the traditional ones, but still I don't think much light, because the whole thing is going to be dark. The switches again could have been concealed, proper planning, or they could have put another panel, because that's very, the casing gap, it's making it look ugly. Okay. So the furniture, it's just placed, it's just bought in furniture. They could have tried some built-in furniture.
It's not very huge.
It's not.
The cabin is very.
So the bedrooms are small. There's no side tables. When you are doing a vacation home, you would need a place for your luggage to be kept or something. Some provision should be there. Otherwise, you'll have to resort to putting it on the bed.